And now it's time for the story. This is the Sea of Galilee. So many amazing things happened on this sea that we just have to have a small piece of it in our room to tell the stories. The sea is a wild and strange, unusual place. When the wind is blowing, the sea is rough and wild. And when the wind is not blowing, it is still and smooth as glass. Once, Jesus was teaching beside the sea. There were so many people who came to hear what he had to say. They crowded along the shore with his disciples. But there were so many people, he got in a boat so they could see him and hear him in the crowd. Jesus taught all day and into the evening. And at the end, he was very tired. So he said to his disciples, "Let us sail across the sea so I can rest." So his disciples got in the boat, and Jesus lay down, and they sailed onto the sea. But the wind began to blow, a great wind howling and rocking the boat, and the waves were large and spilled water into the boat, tossing the disciples around. And they became frightened. And they said, "Jesus, wake up! We're drowning! Help us!" Jesus got up and looked into the wind and said, "Peace, be still." And he looked to the sea and said, "Peace, be still." And the wind and the sea quieted down. Then he turned to the disciples and he said, "Why were you so afraid? Did you not know that I was here? Do you not have faith?" The disciples and Jesus sailed back to the shore. Now I wonder what it felt like to hear Jesus preaching at the Sea of Galilee. And I wonder how it felt to be a disciple on the boat with Jesus out into the sea when it was calm. I wonder how it felt when the wind picked up and it was so strong and blowing the wind and the waves. I wonder why Jesus could sleep through the storm. I wonder how the wind felt when it was raging and when Jesus asked it to be still. I wonder how the sea felt when it was blowing and rushing into the boat, and what it was like for the sea to be still. I wonder why the wind and the sea listened to Jesus. I wonder what the disciples told their friends and family when they got back to the shore.